at you Friday night from the car again. Yes, can't get away from it. See if I can get some light. Maybe that helps a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, we are live, and we'll wait for a few people to join up to find us tonight. We've got some fun stuff to talk about. There is a ton of things going on. What's up, 7 Stacks? Transient Stacker in the house. All right, finally, my people are finding me. Fantastic. We are live. Amazing coins for you. What's happening? I've got lots to talk about tonight, actually. And, we got something Stacker from Australia. I'm sorry I missed that. These are moving pretty quick on my end. Phoenix coins in the house. Was that Aztec Stacker I saw? Georgian, Texas. Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner. Mark is in the house. We're going to be talking. Brics Summit is going on, and there is some big news about that. What's up, Silver Scorpion? Scorpion Metals. Yes. Oh, gold's definitely going up. Yeah. There's tons of new information. And you're definitely, same thing I always preach, get ready. Be prepared, prep, right? But, oh, man, mosquito or a moth is getting me in this car. Looks like a moth. All right, so before I get started on the important stuff, not that this is not important stuff, my pal, Numismatic Stacker, a.k.a. Brian, he's a good friend of mine. I know a lot of you guys watch Numismatic Stacker. He nuked his channel yesterday. He's been on for 9 years on YouTube, and he was just doing the Van Bible, which was very cool. The guy knows more about Morgans than anybody I've ever seen or heard of, and he's done with YouTube. He did end up putting up or re-putting up his numismatic channel, Numismatic Stacker, just to say a farewell video. He felt bad about that. What's up, Strange As? And I have his permission. He knows that we're friends, and a lot of you know that we're friends. And he said, let him know. It's he has a video up currently. If you look up Numismatic Stacker, one word, in YouTube, he'll give you a 3-minute synopsis. But he told me mental health. It's real. People go through stuff, and he's no exception. It's one of those things that it sucks, because there's so many people that they give their all, and whether it's the stress of the world or this or that, you fall down a depression rabbit hole or whatever it may be, but mental health is definitely a big deal. YFZ Moto, Arzu Enzu, good to see you guys. Some of my favorites right there. He's done with making content. He won't be making YouTube videos anymore. All his content has come down. So if you're wondering what happened to Numismatic Stacker, his channel is no more. 9 years. Now look, trust me, I tried to talk him out of it. I tried to tell him just take a break and, get your head clear. Give it some time to think about it. Don't do anything hasty. But he was certain that was the path, and, it got him. So it sucks because that's a lot of content, a lot of information, 9 years worth that he has put out. And, it's brutal. So everybody wish Numismatic Stacker, aka Brian, my friend, your best. Send some positive thoughts his way. And, it is what it is. Take care of your mental health. Check in on your friends. I have a lot of friends that you feel like maybe they're struggling or this or that. Reach out to them. I know we're all getting older, and I'm kind of old. It's one of those things. You don't know what their struggle is, and a lot of times they don't reach out because they feel all alone. They feel like they've got nobody. I can honestly say I've never dealt with depression. Well, I've never had depression. I have had an ex-wife and several girlfriends that had crazy depression, and I know it's a real thing. I mean, debilitating as can be. So if you're dealing with mental health stuff, get help, reach out, and for everybody that is good, check on your people. It doesn't take much. A phone call, a text. Don't ignore them. Pick up when they call you next time. Those little things can make a world of difference. So we got a bunch of people in here. Let's talk. I'm going to save the most important part for last, which is Brics. Let's talk election real fast. Of course, people are voting. There is all kinds of ballot fraud that is already occurring across the country. Ballots that have been sent out without being requested, voters going to vote being told that they've already voted, or states in Colorado where they're actually trying to cure the ballot because the signatures don't match up. They reach out, say, hey, can you verify your ballot? And they go, hey, I never voted yet. And so there is a lot of shenanigans already happening. And we knew that was going to be the case. I don't think that detracts from the end result. I think everybody needs to go out. You need to push like hell, vote, and the chips will fall where they fall, right? Whether it gets taken away or it doesn't, we'll see. A week and a half from now. The next thing, beyond the fraud, Department of Defense, I want to get this out there. Most of you, if you're savvy, if you're a prepper, you've already heard about it. They released and it got signed off as of like a week and a half ago. The military can use lethal force against U.S. citizens. Period. The end. It used to be there was a lot of red tape. It used to be a lot of stuff. Now, if you are in the military and they tell you fire on them or use lethal force and you do not, you will get locked up for probably a lengthy stay for not following a direct order. So Department of Defense released it. It got approved and signed as of a week and a half ago. Lethal force, U.S. military against U.S. citizens is now a go. I find it interesting that this was timed literally weeks before the election. I find that very interesting. Again, this is one of those things, connect the dots. I'm not telling you guys what to do or think. I'm just letting you know some facts. You think I'm full of crap? Look it up. It will not take you very long to find out these details. Some of you talking about the voting. Literally, they have said in the past that the only thing that comes of mail-in ballots is voter fraud. Literally. There are very few exceptions for a mail-in ballot. If you're in the military and you're overseas, mail-in ballot, right? If you're genuinely crippled and homebound, mail-in ballot. Other than that, get your ass out and vote. Period. The end. There it is. Way more harm is caused than good with mail-in ballots. That's just the fact of the matter. And we've already seen ballots have been dumped from the post office. They have their little shenanigans where you can see, are they a registered Democrat or a registered Republican right on the outside of the ballot? That's a big deal, right? Why would we put that there? Well, it makes it certainly easier to dump before it ever gets to where it needs to go, right? All right, let's dive into a biggie. Beyond the voting, beyond getting prepped, yes, a lot of people were talking about it. Israel just unleashed on Iran, like 3 different countries. If you think, literally, Asset Stacker, thank you. I am well. If anyone's concerned, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. There we go. My pal Fish is in the house. What's up, buddy? He's coming over. We're having a big Halloween party here tomorrow night. It's our yearly, so I got Fish to dress up. It's a big deal. So yes, I'm good. Health-wise, I'm working through stuff. But look, I'm light. I'm fit as a fiddle. I'm off Ozempic. My blood sugar sucks. I'm working on it. You know, it's one of those things. I'm an old man. I abused my body for a long time, and I'm paying for it now. But again, I am doing well. My life is fantastic. Please don't ever worry about me. I am as happy as they come. So back to what's really happening. If you think we're not at war, we are. My personal opinion, and this part really is my personal opinion, I think we're in a full-blown boots on the ground, like, land war in December. I think the trigger gets pulled on Taiwan. I think Israel's already at war with Iran and everybody else around them. The Ukraine is at war with Russia. And I think all of those big 3, Russia, Iran, and China, will all be at war with us in December. Why December? I think they're waiting to see what the election looks like. If there was anyone that could change the outcome of anything, it would be Trump. But I think they all know Trump's not getting in. And I also think they know that Joe Biden is still very friendly to their cause. And he is still the president of the United States. So if they pull the trigger in December, they can do a lot of damage before he's out of office. Not that Kamala is going to do any better for us, but just saying. So I think December. That's, again, my personal opinion. Now back to that. We hear the name Iran, we're at war. Russia, we're at war. China, we're at war. Here's something that just happened. The Brics summit just concluded, and they just accepted 13 new members into Brics. And that's to go along with the 5 that they accepted earlier in the year and the 5 that started it. So there is now 23 countries in Brics. Mind you, that's not the end of the world, right? There's 195 countries in the world, but 23 very powerful countries are in Brics. How powerful are they? Well, let me tell you this. The big kicker on this, and there is a big kicker, a big caveat here, there is 30 additional countries that have already applied to Brics, in addition to the 23 that are in. Now you're talking about 50 countries, right? 25% of the global countries. But just with the 23 that are now in Brics, and what does that mean? What does it mean you're in Brics? Well, it means you are financially tied and trading with those countries. They are all going to be working in lockstep together. They are backing their currencies with gold, and they are going to be watching each other's back. They are essentially a financial alliance. What is a financial alliance? It's as good as any other alliance. If something hurts one of them, it hurts all of them. So they're all going to be protecting each other's assets. Okay? Let me tell you the importance of that. 8 of the 12 largest armies. Now, just because you're the largest doesn't mean you're the most tech or this or that, but it does mean something. It does mean you've got more men on the ground. You're backing it up. You've got airplanes. You've got an air force. You've got things to back up your gigantic army. 8 of the 12 largest armies in the world are now, as of today, in Brics. 8 out of 12. And that includes number 1, number 2, number 4, number 5. That's a lot. That's 4 of the top 5 largest armies in the world are in Brics. US is number 3. Fantastic. Listen, that's concerning. 8 of the 12 largest armies. Now, a lot of people talk financially. Well, they don't own the world. There's 195 countries. Yeah, I get it. The U.S. is splashing cash everywhere. And with that cash, they're buying countries, right? 100%. But here's the thing. Right now, with the 23 countries that are now in Brics, they make up 30% of the gross money, right? The money that they do business with on a year-to-year basis, they make up 30% of the world's economy in those 23 countries. Now, with 30 more to join, and I'll tell you what, if they've already got 30 before they even let in this last 13, if they've already got 30, guess what happens when they have 50? There's going to be a lot more people knocking on the door. 100%. Okay? Now look, I don't expect you to trust me with any of this information. I don't expect you to believe me at all. But I do hope you will go look it up for yourself. I am giving you facts right now. I'm not making it up. It's not a conspiracy. This is not Tom's dream world. I'm giving you facts, okay? So we now have 23 countries that are in Brics. They make up a third of the world's economy. And out of those 23, they are 8 of the 12 largest armies in the world. That's staggering. Because again, if they're financial allies, I guarantee you they are more than that. They are bigger than that. And look, I'll be honest, man, a lot of our money and clout comes from Europe, right? I mean, they're big. Europe is big. Europe's damn near bankrupt. Europe is broke. The EU, the European Union itself, which is a conglomerate, Germany, this, that, the other, France, all these countries, right? Out of all those countries, there was three that are above board, that are above water. Germany, England, and France. England left. Brexit. They're in the process of leaving. They're trying to leave. The EU turned around, said, you're stuck. You got to keep paying all this bullshit. But literally, they have 2 countries that are above water, and that is France and sorry, I end up thinking about other things. I've had a heck of a day, but that is France and Germany. Look, guys, all the other countries of the European Union are bankrupt. They're all in the negative. Only Greece has officially filed bankruptcy, but Italy, all of them are broke. So when we talk about global powers and the shifts that are happening, they're happening right now. These global shifts are happening right now. And guess who's not talking about it? The mainstream media. They're not going to tell you any of this stuff. This is all verifiable. You can find it all on the internet. You can even find it on Google, and they like to hide stuff anyway. Yes, the whole world is bankrupt for sure. Look, where does that leave us? Where does that leave you and I, right? What do we do? I mean, we get prepared for whatever may come. Listen, something is coming. There is no doubt about it. Yeah, the US is bankrupt. We're 35 trillion in debt. Literally, they said we get, just from interest alone, we get $1 trillion worth of interest debt every like 3 months now. And it's speeding up. It's speeding up. We keep printing money and acting like we're not. But the reality of the matter is we're trying to buy the globe right now. We're trying to keep money in everyone's pockets so they keep on, go US, we're with you. The reality is there's a lot of people jumping ship because they see the writing on the wall. And if our own country is not saving itself, there is no other country that will save itself. And if any of you have watched any news or videos or looked out your front door, our country has gone to hell in a handbasket over the last 3.5 years. We have done nothing but decline. There is literally nothing positive that has come out of the last 3.5 years. And if we're willing to destroy it from the inside, the outside is happy to watch us burn. And unfortunately, I think that's where we're headed. What do? Well, I get as prepared as I can be. I'm not rich. I don't have a bunker. I don't have anywhere to run to. I have a circle. I have a community. I have friends and family that I trust, that I know many are in good circumstances, preparedness-wise, like I am. But I'm not even great. It's not like I have land, but I know farmers. I know some ranchers. I know a few people. That's about as good as I can do. My family comes first and foremost. Keeping them fed, keeping them safe. That's all I really care about in life. Look, I don't want any of this stuff more than you guys do. I don't. Nobody wants it. It just sucks. It's one of those things. This is the road. So the big thing to take away from tonight is you need to vote, but voter fraud is already rampant. The ballot thing, it's popping up in every state. They're talking about it on local news about voter fraud that is currently going on right now today. If you don't think there's going to be more of that between now and the election, it's nothing but that. The truth of the matter is it's nothing but that. Between illegals that are voting in our election without ID and voter fraud and ballot harvesting and the media, capsizing Trump and doing all that they've done to make him look bad and make Kamala look good. It's literally all of this stuff is voter interference and voter fraud. Doesn't matter because it's all helping the people in power. They're the ones pulling the strings. But it matters to us. It matters to us. If you're a U.S. citizen, this sucks for our kids, right? Look, anything at this point can pop off at any time. A lot of people are thinking maybe we don't even have an election, right? What I can say is this. As soon as this election goes to day 2, it's done. It's done. You think they're going to fine for Trump? Not a chance. As soon as they say it's going to be a couple weeks, we're going to need another couple days to figure it out, it's over. The election's over. No matter what, it is going to Kamala. I don't care. I don't care who you are or what you believe. The fact of the matter is, as soon as the vote goes to day 2, it's over. We all know who our next president is. Facts. That's all it is. If you believe that too, press 1. Let's see some ones. Am I crazy? Have I taken crazy pills today? Is Pirate just talking out of his ass? Or do other people believe that? I honestly believe it wholeheartedly. If this goes to day 2, it's them rigging and stealing just like they did in 2020. That's all I can say. I don't know why there's so much trust out there. And I hope with every bit, I hope that I owe my buddy Steve Fish 4 ounces of silver. Yeah, we have a bet on it. It's a sucky bet because it's really a lose-lose bet. But I I hope he gets there. I just don't see it. But again, the big news, Brics is mobilizing. 23. They just brought in 13 new countries into the Brics block. They will all be trading together. They will all be locking money together, backed by gold. What's wrong with being backed by gold? That's fantastic. Every country should want to be backed by gold. Because you know what that means? If you're backed by gold, you really got to stop and think before you do some bullshit. Can I afford to do this bullshit? Can I afford to give trillions of dollars of my gold to the Ukraine to start some dust up with a country I don't like? Can I do that? If you're backing it with gold, hell no, you can't do that. You will definitely think twice. It goes back to the old thing. If you actually had to fight in a war, I wish we didn't have all this technology. I wish that if you wanted to fight someone bad enough, you had to pick up a sword, fly to a country, and stab somebody with it, and literally die on the battlefield. I wish that's how it was, because at least then you'd have some conviction, right? You would feel like, I'm here for this. Right now, it's too easy to press a button and just watch people fizzle. I mean, it's awful. It really is awful. Listen, this isn't a doom and gloom. It's a get ready. Get your information. Look all this stuff up. I don't believe pirate. That guy is so full of it. Look it up. Please look it up. Inform yourselves. Ask questions. Why this? Why that? What happens when 8 of the 12 largest armies in the world go to war together against us? We're not part of that. We're not part of the 8. What happens? Can we fight off that many countries? How many countries other than the U.S. would actually come to the U.S.'s aid against 8 of the top 12 largest armies? How many? A few. But guess what? They ain't even in the top 20. Australia? England? Yeah, they're first. They're not third world countries, but they don't have military might, and they certainly don't have 1.5 million boots on the ground. Listen, this is a tough road ahead. That's all I'm saying. I just hope you guys get something from this, take some insights. Mark Wojo, good to see you, my friend. Sorry, these have been going so fast and I've been talking so much. I really can't even see them anyway because my vision sucks. Things are crazy. People are broke. And not only that, I mean, let's relate it back to silver and gold. I'm hearing about silver. I'm hearing about coin shops that are actually not able to sell merchandise. People are not buying. They don't have the money. They don't have the money. The people with means, they buy. But all that other discretional income, which is probably 80 or 90% of most coin shops' business, it's dried up. They cashed out. They don't have the money. It is what it is. The jobs numbers, everything has been skewed. Everything has been lied about. Our government has pushed this thing over. We're headed into a recession. Life's about to get very tough if it's not already for you. And I know a lot of people, it is already tough. Life is already tough. People are already struggling. I'm struggling. I'm just a normal dude like the rest of you. I'm struggling. So this is one of those things, man. It's just, there's so many things and there's so many signs that are pointing to all of it. Be prepared. Connect the dots. Do what you can for you and your family. Again, election fraud is happening. The regular news is already reporting it. I'm not making this up. Check out Colorado. Check out California. They've all got stuff up on YouTube about it. We are at war. They're not telling us, but we are at war. We've got troops in foreign countries. Even though they say we have no troops in any active wars, hell yeah, we do. We've got troops in other countries. And if they're not on the ground right now, they're definitely working behind the scenes, manning drones and equipment and every other thing. Israel is fighting backed by our power. They're backed by our might. The only reason the whole Middle East hasn't gone after them yet is because of us, the U.S. But look, we can't fight every war. We can't. We can't fight every war. Ukraine, we shouldn't have been there. I think that whole war was started by us. Us going in, saying we're going to put them in NATO after we agreed we never would. I think we started the whole Ukraine war. Taiwan's going to be a whole other thing, man. Jeremy, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, look, NATO, fantastic. NATO is going to crumble. The NATO is the U.S. and a bunch of weak countries. That's NATO. Anyway, that's it. This is my rant. This is my warning. It wasn't meant to be a negative thing. I wanted to inform you about Brics. 13 new countries in. That makes them a total of 23 now. They've got 30 that have already applied and want in that they have not put in yet. But I bet you by next year they will all be in. And once 50 countries are in Brics, guess what? They're more than half of the world's domestic money. They're more than half of the money. That's a big deal. And that's worth going to war and dying for. And that's exactly what I think we're going to end up doing with the U.S. I think the U.S. is going to take us to war and die over money. That's exactly what I think. And the world is picking sides. William Fender, if you think the world sounds like it's picking sides, it is. This is the battle line. And guess what? Brics has a waiting list of countries that want on their side. There you go. Guess who doesn't have a waiting list of countries to back America? We don't. They do. We don't. They do. It's a changing of the guard, guys. That's it. That's all. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Look, if this seemed like a rant, I talk loud normally. I didn't mean for it to be a rant. I just found out about the Brics stuff, truthfully. I started researching some numbers, and it's staggering. It blew my mind. You know, once I learned that 8 of the top 12 largest armies are in Brics, once I learned that they've got a waiting list of 13 countries to come in, we don't have that stuff. That worries me. That's it. I do have a fantastic Halloween party tomorrow night. It is a costume party. We throw one every year for the friends and family. It's a good time. There will be beer pong. I won't be drinking at all, really, because my heart can't take it anymore. But we're going to have a good time anyway. If you're wondering what I'm dressed up as, I'll post a picture with the family later. That's all. We'll leave it at that this year. For the rest of you, I hope you have something good planned. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you got something out of it. I mean, I say it's a show. I really consider myself an entertainer more than anything, but I'm really just one of the dudes. I'm like all of you guys. I hate to find information out and not tell you and feel like I could have done more. Again, also concerned Department of Defense getting the go-ahead to have military people kill U.S. citizens here in America. That's concerning. Again, timing's everything, right? Week and a half that was made official. So yeah, take that with you for the night. Look, we're going to have a good time. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. If you missed this, go back and watch. I think I put some important information out there for you guys. It's always great to see all my friends. Sorry, my eyesight sucks. I'm stuck in the vehicle because my wife and daughter are asleep inside. It is what it is. But, do some research. Check it out for yourself. We'll see you next time. Pirate out. Arg. All right, now I got to shut this thing off. It's always a mystery to me how to shut it off. Make it stop, pirate. Make it stop.